Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So this is your boy, Chef Don. I am here with your Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. She by herself. Season 14, I'm sorry. Episode 5. So what I'm going to do is play my introduction and then we are going to get right into the episode. All right, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Let's get into it. All right. This won't be a long live at all. I am just going to hit some points in the actual episode. If I could rate this episode, I would give this episode an 8.5. It was a pretty solid and good episode, if you ask me. Atlanta is warming up on me because, of course, when they first announced the cast, I was not here for it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started into the episode. So we start this episode at the table again, where everyone was speaking with Ralph and Drew, and everybody's kind of going in on Ralph and Drew. Well, I will say Kenya is going in on Ralph because she's projecting, saying that Ralph reminds her a lot of Mark. And I can actually see that just by kind of looking at them and by seeing their practices and their relationships and marriages. Sheree tells Drew that she has receipts on Anthony saying that Ralph was gay. Y'all, I'm over it already. I do not like any type of storyline like that because it's old and played out. Um, and to be honest with you, Sheree, the receipts wasn't really receipting. And I guess because we couldn't really see them, so they weren't really giving anything. But anyway, Drew apologizes for Sheree feeling as though um, her delivery was wrong. And I would have to say it wasn't a feeling of if your delivery was wrong, your delivery was wrong. Drew, take accountability and move on. However, Sheree then asked her, is she going to apologize for putting her hands in her face? And so Drew apologizes for that. So then we kind of move on where Marco sets Kenya because Mark was supposed to be bringing Brooklyn back to Kenya, but unfortunately, Kenya is going to have to send someone across the bridge to go pick up Brooklyn because Mark doesn't want to bring Brooklyn back. Typical Mark, in the words of Kenya. I did like the fact that Marlo did go out and consult her in that moment. She needed that, in my opinion. If if that was real. Senya tells Drew that she needs to cut ties with Anthony because he is messy. And I don't know if it was me, but Marlo gave a lot of relationship advice for us not to see her in a relationship. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, um, let's see here. So Marlo tells Candy that she's kind of over sexualizing everything with the vibrating panties and always talking about six this, six that, six this, six that, and she just ain't trying to hear it. And I'm kind of with that. Don't over sexualize everything, and we don't always have to talk about sixes being adults. We've got other things to talk about. I get that she has a business that has toys, etc., but you do not want to talk about that all the time, right? All right. So then the ladies they get vibrating panties from Candy, and the only one that really has them on is Sheree. However, she left her remote upstairs. Candy has hers with her remote, and Sanya has hers. For whatever reason, Sanya's is buzzing out of control, child. She can't figure out who is buzzing it. Which, in my opinion, I think it was Candy. Because in her confessional, she then says, "Well, technically, you can buzz them And if you're sitting close to someone else, it can technically buzz. So for me, that definitely gave Candy was doing that. Um, okay, so then they discuss. They Candy meets with the promoters and the team for Four Colors Man. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. Four Color Man, I believe is what it's called. The play that she sold in Texas and in Georgia for sure. Um, but then we pin over to a table where the ladies discuss who they have been hit on, um, famous, right? And this is because Marlo talks about Jazzy Faye. But this is what I want to say. They did not understand the question or the assignment because it says, Kenya said, someone, the most famous person that has ever hit on you. They talked about relationships because Candy goes into her and Joel LeBerg, Drew and LeBron, and I have seen the internet going ablaze about because LeBron posted a post and everybody thinks that it has something to do with what Drew said. But if you notice, the production was very safe because they blurred or beeped out LeBron's name, and Kenny was like, "Oh, she was talking about Laquan." That was funny to me, but yeah, that's how that went. Marlo talks about Jazzy Faye and Gene Simmons. Nobody really knows who Gene Simmons is because of age wise, so that was a bit that was different right there. Um, so basically, then we go into Sanya kind of going in on Drew in front of the ladies about um, backing her up as a friend, saying that the things that she do, she feel like she can't back it up. Um, then we go into Drop It with Drew. They're trying to figure out how she's doing Drop It with Drew, and she had a mommy makeover. I'm not sure what a mommy makeover is. If someone in the comments can clarify, is that a BBL? Is that extreme lipo? Is that a tummy tuck? What exactly is a mommy makeover? Because I've heard from several different people and it can mean anything. But I would like for y'all to tap in the comments and let me know. You know, you have to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but please like this video. Back out, go like it, and come right on back. And I apologize, y'all, that my avatar is doing this. I don't know why it does that. Then we go into the scene where Sheree meets up with Tyrone. Now, y'all remember back in was it season 12 when Nene called? No, it wasn't season 12. It was was it season 11? It's either season 10 or 11 when Nene called Tyrone Lyron. Now, you know Tyrone been around for a long time because the infamous scene with Nene and Sheree. Sheree, if you can recall, Sheree calls Tyrone right at the table with her and Nene. Um, Tyrone pretty much stands Sheree up. She waits for her over an hour and a half. She talks to her daughter. Her daughter tells her that it sounds like Tyrone may have blocked Sheree. He's not answering any of his phone calls, and he just doesn't show up. She done had a drink. She about ready to eat. She about ready to do all this stuff, and he just didn't show up. She's cold. I mean, it was just a pure setup. I mean, he just didn't show up. And so for me, I did feel bad for her in that scene, especially when she called Kenya and spoke to Kenya about the situation. And she started crying and she told Kenya not to cry. Listen, I'm not going to judge anyone based off of their love life because I don't know what extent, to what extent Tyrone and Sheree are at. You know, I don't know where they are in life. But while I'm doing something really quick, and I apologize that y'all still haven't seen my avatar doing this, I wanted to see how long Tyrone was actually locked up. And I may not be able to find that. Um, let's see. But that scene really did bother me. Um, it just, I just felt for her in that moment because we've seen a lot of people like that. We've seen a lot of people like that. So he was sentenced to 10 years. I don't know if he did all 10 years, but he was sentenced to 10 years. Now, kind of going back, he was sentenced to 10 years back in 2013. It's 2022, so obviously he hasn't done the full 10 years. So I'm assuming we're going to give, well, maybe he did do the full 10 years because it did say that no, he was sentenced on October 31st of 2013 in New York to 10 years. But he was arrested back in October 5th of 2011, so I'm not sure if if that time that he was in jail, if that was actually taken off of his sentence. But anyway, Tyrone doesn't show up, and if we know and we've been following Tyrone, actually sent Bravo a cease and desist because they said that that they were saying his full government name, which was getting him in trouble because he is in the halfway house. Bottom line, I think he should have called Sheree and told Sheree that he just wasn't coming because she went all the way from New York to Philly, and to me that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. So I'm hoping that either throughout the season it is addressed, or he comes out and eventually addresses it in some capacity because that was horrible. And I saw a lot of people going in on Sheree, but it's a lot of people like that. Omarosa, let's take her for instance. She says she ain't going into no relationship, and I believe her mate or her guy that she's seeing was sentenced to 18 years. So I guess that I mean you should never judge anyone based off of this because this was his past life. You know, we don't know who he is now. He could have changed, but this is not a good look on him. That's all I'm saying. So production ends up coming out telling Sheree that they think that it is a violation of his parole if he actually comes to eat with Sheree. But if you notice, Sheree also says that this isn't the first time. So I'm very curious to see how this will play out because I don't think this is the end of it. Again, it did make me feel some type of way to see her sitting there waiting on him. Like that wasn't cool. But anyway, y'all, please let me know your thoughts on this episode. Again, I am going to give it an 8.5. It was a pretty solid episode. Be on the lookout for my review for Basketball Wives and Real Housewives of Dubai. Today is Tuesday. Make it a great day and let someone know that you love them. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please like this video and any other videos that I have. I see that one of my videos is actually breaking the I ain't gonna say breaking the internet, but it is getting quite a few views. It looks like we're almost at 1,800 views on the Nightcap with Carlos King um, video. So y'all, please continue to share and like. I will be on Marcella Speaks channel doing a cooking show here this week. So please, please, please get into it. If you have anything that you like to say, just please be respectful in the comment section. You can give monetary donations to the Cash App pinned below. Again, my name is Chef DonDon. I appreciate you all for loving on me. Continue to like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.